यतो धर्म ततो जया, यतो धर्म ततो जया।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने मिट्टी का तेल डाल के जला मारूंगी अपनों को अगर आपने न्याय नहीं दिया हमें तो। व्हील चेयर पे लेके जगह जगह घूमती रही कि कहीं ये ठीक हो जाए। जब मैं एम्स में गई, डॉक्टर का ये सेंटेंस था, मैम व्हाई यू वेस्टिंग योर टाइम आफ्टर दिस चाइल्ड।
On 30th January 2026, Honorable Supreme Court of India passed a judgment that restricted the use of stem cell therapy in the treatment of autism spectrum disorder.
आज आप लोग मेरे वो एक पिलर को निकाल रहे हो। अगर तुम इसे बैन करते हो तो हम जैसे पेरेंट्स क्या करेंगे?
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में पेरेंटल फॉर्म को एक बार भी हियरिंग नहीं दिया है। हमने सबमिट किया है लेकिन जजमेंट में हमारे बारे में कुछ भी नहीं लिखा हुआ है।
Judiciary has to take the testimony of the parents. उनका experience क्या है?
We have submitted 250 pages of response. Includes the improvement all our children.
We have submitted around 83 scientific papers for stem cell and autism and cellular palsy.
पिछले 10 साल से अगर कोई ट्रीटमेंट चालू है और सडनली आप बोल रहे हो रिकमेंड नहीं कर रहे हो तो उसका रीजन देना पड़ेगा ना।
There was only a single 8-minute 40-second hearing where the petitioners and government agencies were allowed to speak for about 6 minutes 11 seconds. When we appealed to be heard, we were told to submit our response in writing, which we did. Yet, in the 99 pages judgment, our submissions were not considered. Let us now understand the impact of autism on the children and their families.
The moment she pooped, it was scary. She will pull it out and probably eat or put it in the entire house.
Very hyperactive and just run on the road, no awareness of danger.
He had a zero eye contact. हमें कुछ नहीं मालूम क्या करना है।
छुप छुप के जीते थे। एक जगह पे वो 5 मिनट के लिए बैठ नहीं सकता था। उसका स्पीच नहीं है।
No social awareness, nothing. All were missing.
मल्टीपल डॉक्टर्स के साथ बात किया। कुछ लोग बोलते हैं कि ये ऐसे ही रहेंगे।
He said only the therapies is the cure.
तो जो भी हमें हमारे हाथ पकड़ के हमें जहाँ पे भी लेके जा रहा था हम जा रहे थे।
हमने 1 साल थेरेपीज कराए, there was no result.
बहुत सारे थेरेपी सेंटर्स के लिए इट्स अ मनी मेकिंग प्रोसेस। उनके लिए ये एक सोने का अंडा देने वाली मुर्गी है जिनको वो लोग पाल रहे हैं अलग अलग पीडियाट्रिशियंस को दिखा के। बट इवेंचुअली मुझे ये मालूम पड़ा कि जो मेडिसिन उन्होंने दिया है उससे हाइपर एक्टिविटी नहीं कम हो रहा, बच्चा नींद में जा रहा है।
मैं तो अपनी हिम्मत नहीं हारूंगी, इस बच्चे को ठीक मैं करूंगी ही करूंगी।
देखा कि इसमें कुछ स्टेम सेल करके एक होता है। हमने सोचा कि अब जब थेरेपी से कुछ हो नहीं रहा, स्टेम सेल करते हैं।
फर्स्ट स्टेम सेल किया। Within 15 to 20 days, the first thing which I saw is eye contact. का लॉजिकल कम्युनिकेशन बढ़ गया। He started playing music. अभी वो टाइकोंडो भी करता है। एंड नाउ वी ट्रीट हिम लाइक अ नॉर्मल बॉय।
को इतना ड्रेस्टिकली इम्प्रूवमेंट हुआ, जो वो लड़का एक जगह पे 5 मिनट नहीं बैठ सकता था, भागता रहता था इधर से उधर, कुछ भी करता रहता था। अभी की सिचुएशन में वो है कि नॉर्मल स्कूल में शैडो टीचर, वो स्कूल जा रहा है।
23 दिसंबर को उनका इलाज शुरू हुआ बच्चे का और 15 मार्च को बच्चे ने चलना शुरू कर दीजिए। अभी आज मेरा बच्चा पूरे घर में चलता है, अभी बोलना शुरू कर दिया उसने, मतलब जैसे जैसे नॉर्मल वो पहुंच रहा है।
Within 6 months, the CAR score came down by 5 points. She had a surrounding awareness. She wasn't anymore putting anything in the mouth. She was receptive to my commands. She got toilet trained.
Any of these 3,700 parents, do they highlight any side effect of this?
All the published literature so far is concerned, there is no evidence. There's nothing to say that it is harmful. The safety studies are kind of well established. Bench has asked if there was any harmful effects with this treatment. The petitioners haven't said anything. In fact, Delhi High Court had mentioned that there was no harmful effect reported. In their judgment, they have clearly mentioned the safety is well established after the hearing. In our parents group, did anyone have any kind of side effects?
We actually heard about the positive results. Yes. No side effects.
Stem cell is used for a multiple purpose. Why then they have a problem for it being used in autism?
Because the petition itself was filed by people who run centers of autism rehab. They are specifically having the conflict of interest.
One of the petitioner who running the rehabilitation center, when they done the assessment, they charged me 2,500 rupees. They given the receipt for me.
petitioner actually earning from us, and now they are stopping our
Yeah,
kid from growing. That is complete doglapanti. With this judgment, who will benefit and who will suffer?
The rehab centers are purely living on us. Children don't get better. They got a customer for rest of their life. Companies which are going to produce stem cell derived products or drugs. Affected maximum would be, of course, we as the parents of autistic kids, our children, and their potential will suffer, their future will suffer. The research in our country, the science, we Indian, we had an opportunity to do big in this field, will suffer.
The decision came as a huge shock, with the question arising, how could the Honorable Supreme Court take away the fundamental right to health of our children with autism without giving us parents a hearing, without considering our written submitted testimonials, and without considering the 83 scientific papers that we had submitted? A coin has two sides to it. Could it be that the Supreme Court was presented with only one side of the coin and therefore based its judgment on the side that it was presented? Our investigations were triggered by the statement on page 10 of the judgment, which said that the ICMR Council sought to distinguish the ICMR approved stem cell and cell-based product called Stempucell. We found out that the only approvals given so far in the field of stem cell therapy have been to private companies manufacturing stem cell derived products. These approvals were given after trials of very small numbers. In one case, there were 146 patients in the trial, of which only 73 received cell therapy. In another case, the number was as low as only 12 patients. On the other hand, several published scientific papers from India and all over the world showing safety and efficacy of stem cell therapy in autism have not been considered. In the drafting committee of the National Guidelines for Stem Cells by ICMR, both in 2013 and 2017, there is an unusually high representation of people from the companies that manufacture stem cell drugs. So whereas on one hand, hospitals and doctors are being told not to charge patients undergoing clinical trial, on the other hand, a private company is being permitted to charge 1.5 lakhs per patient for those participating in their clinical trial. A real-life example of these double standards is what happened at the railway hospital in Vadodara. At this hospital, they were treating non-healing wounds of the leg with stem cells. This work was being done completely free of cost. Out of 64 legs, they had managed to save 57 legs of railwaymen from being amputated or cut. And what did ICMR do? ICMR actually stopped this wonderful work that was happening at the railway hospital free of cost. So on one hand, a private company was allowed to charge 1.5 lakhs per patient. On the other hand, for similar kind of work and indication, free work being done in a government public hospital was stopped by ICMR. With regard to stem cells, there is only one regulatory body, which is CDSCO of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And then there is ICMR, which is a research body. What the regulatory body says is that stem cell derived products are a drug and are different from autologous cell procedures. This has been clearly brought out in a gazette where stem cell derived product is defined as a new drug, and subsequently the definition of what are stem cell derived products has been given. In addition, another statutory body, the Drug Technical Advisory Board, has very clearly stated that it is inappropriate to intervene from a regulatory angle on routine practices therapy. Surgery transplantation is undertaken by registered medical practitioners, physicians, doctors in the clinic and hospitals involving stem cells for the treatment of their patients based on their medical expertise. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, in a draft SOP and list of practices and procedures, has mentioned that bone marrow derived stem cells can be used in autism as a clinical option. The judgment tends to give less importance to what the real regulatory bodies have to say and gives more importance to what the research body has to say. So on one hand, the Health Ministry has clearly said that there is no regulatory role to be played by ICMR and DHR. On the other hand, the judgment says that the national guidelines for stem cell research made by ICMR should be given a clear statutory recognition. The other thing is the judgment actually says that autologous cell therapy, which is a procedure to be considered a drug. How can a surgical procedure be the same as a drug? This is like saying that homemade orange juice is the same as packaged orange juice, and regulations for both should be the same. For those who question the credibility of stem cell therapy, we share with you an incredible journey of a cardiologist father from USA who came to India 10 years ago to take stem cells for his autistic son.
Ganesh had his first stem cell done in 2015. Some of the concerns then was what are the long-term effects and stuff. I'm going to say the long-term effects are excellent. I mean, we are delighted. Getting ready to go to college. He's independent. He does his own laundry. He does his own cooking. And to see him drive a car to go in a foreign country and just act like it's no big deal. Oh my gosh, it's not something that I would have imagined in my wildest dreams 10 years ago.
I love driving. For right now, I'd rather go to college. Starting to go to Marshall University. How I see myself in the next 5 to 10 years is having a job somewhere, working as an IT specialist.
क्यों दुनिया भर के लोग आज इंडिया में आके स्टेम सेल कर रहे हैं? कुछ तो रीज़न होगा।
एक ही हमारी उम्मीद है कि हमारा बच्चा स्टेम सेल से ही ठीक होगा। मोदी जी, मैं हाथ जोड़ के आपसे प्रार्थना करती हूँ कि प्लीज़ आप हमें न्याय दिलाइए। आप एक बार अपने आप से आकर उनको देखिए, मिलिए, बात करिए।
Our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, has always had a very deep emotional connection with the Divyang.
कोई अगर विकलांग कहता है तो पहली हमारी नजर उसके शरीर की कौन सी कमी है उस तरफ जाती। मैं ये सोच बदलना चाहता हूँ कि उसे मिलते ही कोई कहे ये दिव्यांग है तो मेरी नजर उस बात पे जाएगी कि उसके अंदर कौन सी एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी क्वालिटी भगवान ने दी है।
Honorable Prime Minister has always shown a special interest in the field of stem cells.
मैं जापान गया तो जापान मेरे कार्यक्रम में मैंने एक कार्यक्रम क्या जोड़ा, मैं वहां एक नोबेल लॉरिएट साइंटिस्ट याकामाहा को मिलने गया। मैं इसलिए किया गया कि उन्होंने स्टेम सेल के अंदर जो रिसर्च की है, मैंने जितना पढ़ा था तो मेरे मन में आया था शायद इनकी एक खोज हमारे काम आ सकती है क्या। आज उस दिशा में हमारा काम हो रहा है कि स्टेम सेल्स के द्वारा हमारे युवा साइंटिस्ट कुछ खोज करें।
सिंसियरली मैं अथॉरिटी को बोल रहा हूँ, जिनके पास डिसीजन मेकिंग राइट्स है, प्लीज़ आप एक बार इसको रिकंसिडर कीजिए। प्लीज़ आप इसके बारे में पढ़िए, पेरेंट्स के साथ बात कीजिए और उनसे पूछिए कि इससे फ़ायदा हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है। आपका डिसीजन विल नॉट ओनली इम्पैक्ट दी किड्स बट उनके पेरेंट्स को भी इम्पैक्ट करेगा। और ये एक लंबा चेन है, ये एक जनरेशन है हमारे देश का जिनको आप एक अंधे खाई में ढकेलने वाले हैं।
We have filed a case with Honorable Delhi High Court. You presented us. What happened?
I just went over there, NMC panel. They were giving their clarifications about why they do not recommend stem cell. Then the judge gave me an opportunity to speak. I'm a head and neck oncologist. There are lots of therapies in the field of oncology because there is no further treatment. Nearby treatments are chosen. We have something called tumor board. We all doctors sit and discuss and we give any treatment which is nearest, which we assume that might work. Well, I explained to the judge that for a disease which is not curable, let's say, whatever best options are possible are tried, and that is the ethics of medicine. Then I told them about what my daughter developed after the stem cell therapy. Pre-stem cell therapy, we had lots of problems. She didn't have a danger awareness. She didn't have eye contact. Not even 1 second she was in our world. She was continuously in repetitive activities like playing with spit, playing with poop, She had terrible pica. She would put everything in the mouth. And after stem cell, within 6 months, she had a surrounding awareness. She wasn't anymore putting anything in the mouth. She was receptive to my commands. She got toilet trained. And when I explained to him clearly in the scientific point of view as well as in the point of view of a mother, he clearly could see that there is no conflict of interest for a mother. And then he gave us a judgment which was very hopeful. What the judge said was, we must acknowledge that medical advancements often encompass both known and unforeseen risks, and individual autonomy in making informed decisions about the treatment options is the cornerstone of the patient rights. Then he said that their choice underscores their conviction in the treatment's benefits for their loved ones. Given these considerations, it becomes clear that an abrupt cessation of the treatment might not be in the best interest of the patients involved. Thus, while the petitioners are granted permission to continue the stem cell treatment, they must do so with full knowledge and at their own risk.
A very important repercussion is the effect this judgment will have on the children already in the middle of their treatment cycles. Is this feasible, practical?
What is the difference between clinical trials and the treatment?
A clinical trial would involve a group of who are randomized into two groups usually. One will get the treatment and one will not get the treatment. These two groups will be compared, and to make proper trial, these kids should not get any other therapy other than the stem cell therapy. You will not know if your child is under control group or in the trial group.
Sending our child, we don't know what's going on with him. That's the first thing. We are risking his future. It's not a guinea pig for an experiment to be done.
See, they are speaking about a trial which is done usually for the drugs, like pharma companies, and then one group will get a procedure and another will not. See, to get even a permission for a trial of 6 months to 1 year. See, there is another problem with this judgment. To put us into trial, we have to be a fresh case. We shouldn't have got a stem cell therapy done previously. So basically we will not qualify a trial as well. They want us to be in a clinical trial so that they do something for us, and at the same time they do not understand that in clinical trial will not be eligible. The aim is not whether our children will get better or not. It is whether this treatment is effective or not.
There are many clinical papers which have given a positive result. Then why do you require a clinical trial again?
Because at this point of time, I am assuming they are considering autologous transplantation of stem cells also as a drug. They have mixed up different things for sure. Double-blind placebo-controlled trial is usually done for drugs, not for procedures.
Please consider, we have submitted around 83 scientific papers for autism and cerebral palsy. Please consider those papers.
I request Honorable Supreme Court to give us an opportunity to represent 3,600 parents who have seen the difference with stem cell therapy. Please hear us the way Delhi High Court has heard us and personally has given me an opportunity to put our point of view.
As a parent, I would be requesting the Honorable Supreme Court to not take the constitutional fundamental right from our children regarding their life and health, because currently we have seen a great improvement with the stem cell therapy and we don't want to lose hope by taking this opportunity from us.
As a main stakeholder, as a president of Parents Forum, we have submitted 250 pages of response to Honorable Supreme Court, which actually includes the improvement that all our children, including my daughter, is mentioned. And not only the improvement, we have also given a clinical scan of brain before and after this. So I request take this into consideration before giving a final verdict.
जरा हमारी तकलीफ के बारे सुनिए। हम दिन रात भुगत रहे हैं बच्चों के साथ में। अगर हमारे सुप्रीम कोर्ट कुत्तों को न्याय दे सकते हैं तो हम लोग कुत्तों से गए गुजरे हैं।
डॉक्टर की जजमेंट के बारे में आप रिव्यू कर सकते हो, सोच सकते हो, तो हम हमारे बच्चों के लिए क्यों नहीं? आप बच्चों के फ्यूचर के साथ अच्छा नहीं होने दे रहे हो। Nobody was supporting. Now my child is on homeschooling, but he is improving. So please let this judgment be in a good way. Please, I request to reconsider this. Please don't take the chance away from us. Please, it's a last hope. The stem cell is the only last hope for us in this entire world.
यतो धर्म ततो जया, जहाँ धर्म है वहीं विजय।